Hi and welcome to the 17th episode of Bitches of Horror.
Yes, 17, and today's special theme is women or female names
Yeah.
within horror.
Yeah, because Women in Horror Month, so...
Yes. So we're trying to do something special for all the episodes this month. And we started with female names. We thought it'd be easy to pick movies, but there weren't that many actually within horror.
Yeah, the two first were pretty easy, Christy and May. The third one, we were like, what are we gonna pick? What?
But we thought let's do it a little bit more international. At first we were thinking Jennifer, but then all the movies would be Western movies, so we thought let's pick Rika, which is a Japanese movie. And it was interesting.
Yeah?
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So let's get started with Christy.
I had never heard of this movie, and I read the description on IMDb, and I was just like, this movie's gonna be a bit meh. But I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, me too. I rewatched it and I enjoyed it just as much as I did the first time.
So basically it's about this girl who stays, not at home, but at her college Thanksgiving. I thought it was a little bit weird, like everyone's gone.
Everyone
went
except
home.
her.
Yeah. And colleges are international. Everybody doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. But everyone was gone. It was all dark. It was her and two guards.
Mm-hmm. And I like the feeling of isolation.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of her being alone, so good job on that one.
And then these youths come to terrorize her.
Yeah.
Um,
And the beginning of the film was actually pretty good. It was a girl running in a VHS type of style, and then she gets killed. And you're like, what's happening? What was that? You don't know.
yeah.
And it got me interested.
It was a little bit a shame that first part, it didn't really have a lot to do with the rest of the movie. I kind of wanted to know more about what that was about as well.
Me too.
I mean, it has a little bit, a small connection, but not as much as as you would want.
Yeah.
But it was a good intro to the movie, I must admit.
Mm-hmm.
It pulled you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the main character, she was
great.
Yeah.
She was smart. She made smart decisions. She wasn't hysterical, or she was kind of cool, calm, even though she was in a terrorizing situation.
Yeah, she was a bit too preppy for me, in the beginning. I was just like,
But she grew on you.
Yeah, she did. I mean, not as much as, I liked her, her personality like that, but I did like the way she acted and reacted to things.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the whole, the usual female in Asian movies, you're just like, oh, I can't do anything.
Except you're next.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, I'm guessing that, that nowadays they're trying to make it a little bit more...
Yeah, strong females,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
So, yeah, overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also on Plus, they had Lana Del Rey blue jeans playing in it, so...
Didn't
Big
notice.
Of course it did. Yeah.
Yeah, overall it was a good experience. Mm-hmm. I liked it. The only thing that I wish they would have, was why they were doing it. They kind of told you, but I wanted more answer. You don't need to say the whole thing, but I just kind of wanted to know a little bit more why was going on. Yeah. But otherwise, it was about, I think 7 out of 10.
Me too, 7 out of 10. Okay, moving on to May.
Yep.
I really like this movie.
See, I was, I've been wanting to rewatch it for a while because when I first saw it when it came out, I didn't really enjoy it, and everyone else has been talking about how good it is and whatnot. So I thought, okay, I'm older, I'm a little bit wiser, I guess, maybe. But I've watched a lot of movies, and I've grown to like different types of movies. But I still cannot get into this movie. I just can't. I don't think it's a bad movie. It's not badly made. There's not a lot of bad acting. It's
just not for you.
Yeah, it just doesn't pull me in. I don't know. And I do like the whole, she's crazy. And she's lonely.
Yeah,
she's very lonely.
Mostly lonely. She's crazy because she's lonely.
Yeah.
And
she's crazy because of her family, but
Yeah, well, I think this movie portrays that really well, how loneliness affects your personality, I guess.
Yeah.
And
she's very awkward.
Oh, she's so awkward.
Yeah, she does it perfectly.
She portrayed it perfectly, the awkwardness, and I know, I can relate to her. I felt so sad for her and just like, oh. So I could understand why she did things she did, and yeah, and Anna Faris was, I thought she was real good. Even though she might have been over the top, like
she
a
was
bit
sexy,
stupid. Yeah, she was sexy.
and you know, she pulled you in, but they just had a little bit too much. They went too far. Like, she was stupid and that's fine, but you know, Scoople
Instead of Scalpel.
and you work at the vet. It's like, come on.
But the doctor that worked there as well was also like saying Scoople.
Yeah, but at least he had an excuse. He was, you know, he was foreign. English wasn't his
there
first
a while,
language.
I guess, maybe.
Yeah, well, I just found it to be really, like, you know, a little bit too much over the top sometimes. She was like really, really stupid, but not in a good way. But I did like her. I mean, she was fun and quirky, and, you know, she had the whole, I'm not sure if she was bi or lesbian, but she was more lesbian in the movie.
Yeah,
And,
I thought she was completely lesbian.
Yeah,
That's
I think
what
so
thought,
too.
so.
But that was the, you know, she was acting really sexy and, like, seductive, and I did like that. It was hot.
Yeah.
I didn't like Jeremy
Sisto
Sisto that much in this one.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
was so hot in this one.
I love 6 Feet Under, and he's a big part of that, but I just feel that he's always playing the same character in every movie.
But it kind of works for him.
Yeah,
Like in Wrong
you know, it gets old after a while. It gets old. You're just like, okay, it's good for about 3 movies, and then you're just like, you know, are you gonna do anything better?
Suburgatory. You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, but
Okay.
I mean, he's
It's
not
different.
bad. He's just boring as shit. Like, I don't think he's an interesting character in this. He kind of started out interesting, like, when you went to his house and he was all into this sort of freaky stuff. You're like, oh, that's cool. But then he was just boring. He was just really boring. And that's what I didn't like about him.
I liked him in this one. I had no problem with him being the
You like
same
everyone.
type. No, not everyone, but yeah.
It was, I mean, okay. Yeah, like I said, it looked great.
The ending was really good.
The ending is good. I don't know. I can't that much. It just doesn't pull me in that much.
Yeah, it pulled me in, so
And
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, mine is like 5 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can watch it, but I just don't like it that much.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Is it really? I'm not sure. Well, moving on to Rika, the zombie killer, zombie hunter, high school girl, whatever. It has like 3-4 different titles.
Yeah.
This movie, I don't know what I was expecting. You know, typical Japanese
Yeah,
splatter.
I was expecting a lot of splatter, blood, and like over the top stuff, like crazy stuff I haven't seen before.
I was surprised to see that it wasn't a lot of blood, like not as much as I thought.
It wasn't like Tokyo Gore Police or Hell Driver crazy, but
This
it
movie
still
did not
had
have the
its
budget
moment.
though.
No.
This movie
of course
was
not. It's B movie.
were a
so-
lot, you know, low budget,
Yeah.
low budget.
They worked with what they had.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look bad.
No.
Considering everything, but you could see that it was a low budget movie, and the start of it wasn't that good. It's about this girl Rika who is going to a rural area of Japan to visit her grandfather, who's kind of been off the grid for a while, and they're sitting on the train, her and her friend, and they're going over there, and the cutting
in that scene.
when they were talking to
Every
each other.
second.
It was
Yeah.
like
It was like us talking, and we would cut every second. Jasmine and me, and Jasmine and me.
it was like I'm watching
You
a
would be
ping pong
crazy.
ball. You were like, dun,
Yeah, my
dun,
neck
dun,
was hurting.
dun. It's
I was like, stop.
It was, that was terrible, and now it's like, this is not a good start. But then it got better. Like, they got to the small or whatever village, and zombies attack.
Yeah,
They're like,
they
what's going
discovered
on?
that there are zombies.
Yeah, and this man hooligan, whatever you call it, sort of thug, Japanese, you know, bad boy, comes up and he's supposed to save these girls, and the fighting scene is so
Amazing.
good.
Wow, he was like kicking and falling, and as he was falling, he kicked another zombie. He rolled over a zombie.
It blew me away.
Yeah,
It was like
the choreography was
yeah.
amazing.
It was like Drunken Master, like
Zombie style.
yeah, like B-movie Drunken Master. It was really good.
It was cool.
and that kind of pulled up the movie a lot. There was a lot of stupid dialogue and
over the top
over the
acting.
top
Even I could see
acting.
that.
Like, you know, we were talking about it. Like me, I know the language and I know the culture, and I can see when people are acting, you know, shit. They're terrible. You know, and some of the personalities, you know, they try to do it a little bit extra so you can see, you know, like, you know, in every movie, like, I wouldn't notice that as much in Polish as
I would.
Sarah
Yeah.
would. The same way that we're a lot more critical towards Swedish movies than people who don't speak Swedish are. But overall, it was fun. It was a fun movie.
It was a funny ride, and some scenes are really worth watching, like how Rika becomes the zombie hunter killer. It was a pretty special scene.
Special makeup wasn't the best, but it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you talked about the actress. What was her
Oh
name?
yeah, Kotoha.
Yeah.
She, the girl from The Grotesque, and she's also a small part in Tokyo Gore Police. I love her, and she's just awesome. And her, when she meets the zombies, her
her zombie
scene is just so good. It was just like
worth
it was
watching.
over the top but perfect. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I you know, it was really B and it wasn't that great, but it was fun. Yeah.
Either way. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
I give it about 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit too over the top sometimes, like acting wise, but otherwise it was good.
So that's it for today's female special theme.
Next week is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And you know what happens on Valentine's Day? Yep, you gotta treat your woman, man, or whatever you have to...
Some good horror movies.
Or yourself, that's fine.
Or Deadpool. Go watch Deadpool.
Go watch Deadpool.
Because Deadpool is sexy.
He is sexy.
Yeah.
But we thought, let's do Valentine's theme, but we're like, it's a bit boring. What, you know.
Let's be more specific.
Yeah, so Valentine's, love.
So we're like, what do people do on Valentine's? Oh, stalking.
They stalk people.
Yeah.
Chocolates, here you are. Oh, what's in them? Needles. Oh, you're dead. So we thought, let's pick some stalking movies. So we got a few. Try to pick ones that weren't that known as well. Some known and some unknown. So yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah. And don't forget to check out our you know, us on the 13th floor. And there'll be up reviews and events and our videos and everything. I think they just came out with our top 3 soundtracks.
Horror movies.
Yeah, check that out. It's gonna be good.
And you know it's Women in Horror Month.
Don't forget, February.
Yeah. Definitely. We'll be going to a Women in Horror Month, what's it, an event?
An event in London on the 23rd. So if you're around, you know, go support your females. And, you know, check out Women in Horror Month on Google. And you'll find the webpage. And you can check if there are any events close to your area. And if you have an event, post it there so people will come to your event.
Definitely.
Support your females in horror. Support us. Support your directors, your artists, your whatevers, producers, everyone.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
I think that's it for us today.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, bye.
Bye. Stay horrific.